For a long time, Boeing and Airbus have dominated the aviation industry with their excellent design and excellent reliability, almost monopolizing the global market. But just when people thought that these two giants would be invincible, the Chinese-made C919 passenger plane appeared like a new star, breaking this pattern. After 14 years and more than 300 billion yuan in R&D investment, China successfully launched the much-anticipated C919 passenger aircraft in 2022. The rise of the C919 is astounding. In just 2 years, the order volume has exceeded 1,200 aircraft, and it has obtained airworthiness licenses from 27 countries. It is worth mentioning that the aircraft is equipped with the LEAP, 1C engine developed by the American General Electric Company. However, this has also triggered concerns in some Western media, who claim that GE may stop supplying engines if the C919 aircraft poses a threat to U.S. commercial interests. In this way, what challenges will C919 face? In March 2019, a Boeing 737 MAX 8 crashed in an Ethiopian Airlines crash, killing 149 passengers and crew. Just a few months later, a plane of the same model crashed in Indonesia, killing all 346 people on board. These two tragedies shocked the world and raised unprecedented questions about Boeing's safety. As one of the world's largest aviation markets, the Chinese government responded quickly to this series of incidents and imposed a flight ban on the Boeing 737 MAX. The decision had far-reaching consequences for the global aviation industry. But the difficulties Boeing is about to face in China go far beyond that. As relations between China and the United States become tense, Boeing's China business has also been severely hit. Over the past 4 years, Boeing's sales in China have almost stagnated, and cooperation projects have also been ignored. It is estimated that Boeing has lost as much as $50 billion due to the stagnation and safety issues in the Chinese market. But it should be noted that Boeing's difficulties are not limited to China, but similar situations exist around the world. Many countries have reduced their purchases of Boeing aircraft and switched to other aviation manufacturers. Boeing's financial report shows that the company's net loss in 2020 was as high as $11.873 billion. As of September 2021, it has been losing money for 24 consecutive months. In 2022, Boeing's new orders dropped sharply to 184 aircraft, while canceled orders were as high as 655 aircraft. This number set a record for the lowest annual delivery volume since 1977. Despite the difficulties, Boeing remains optimistic about the Chinese market. The CEO of Boeing once emphasized that Boeing has a history of more than 50 years in China, and they are still full of expectations for the next 50 years. It is predicted that China will need about 8,500 new civil aircraft in the next 20 years, which provides huge market potential for Boeing to return to the Chinese aviation market. So what efforts has Boeing made to return to the Chinese market? In order to restart sales in the Chinese market, Boeing requested the support of U.S. Commerce Secretary Raimondo, hoping that she could help Boeing aircraft re-enter the Chinese market. On August 27, 2023, Raimondo paid a 4-day visit to China with the purpose of improving Sino-U.S. bilateral relations and looking for new business opportunities. At the same time, the American media also began to advocate that China purchase Boeing aircraft. Nonetheless, China has yet to respond positively to Raimondo's request. On the other hand, as China's C919 aircraft market share expands, the United States may consider taking sanctions, the most serious of which may be to stop the supply of C919 aircraft engines to China. So how will China respond to this challenge? If General Electric Company of the United States stops providing LEAP, 1C engines to China, it will not only have an impact on China, but also a big loss for General Electric itself. China currently has a long-term aircraft parts supply contract with General Electric worth billions of dollars. In the event of default, GE could face liquidated damages of up to $7.8 billion. In addition, if the United States interrupts supply chain cooperation, China may take countermeasures, and GE may lose other cooperation opportunities in the Chinese market, and the loss may reach tens of billions of dollars. For China, the end of U.S. cooperation in the field of C919 aircraft parts may not be all bad. China could instead partner with other aerospace manufacturers, such as Europe's Airbus. Such cooperation may provide more choices and channels for China's aircraft parts supply chain, thereby further promoting the development of China's aviation industry. In today's globalized world, international cooperation is important, but for China, the importance of independent research and development cannot be ignored. Especially in high-tech fields, such as aircraft engines, China has invested heavily in independent research and development to reduce dependence on Western technology. Just recently, China's aviation industry ushered in a landmark breakthrough. The CJ-1000A, a brand-new aircraft engine, succeeded in its first flight test on January 6, 2023. 3 days later, on January 9th, it successfully completed the installation test. This is not only a major advancement in technology, but also a testament to China's independent research and development capabilities in the aviation industry. According to the plan, the CJ-1000A engine is expected to obtain a type certificate in 2024, which is an important step towards commercialization. Immediately afterwards, it will be installed on the C919 passenger aircraft in 2025 for airworthiness certification testing. If all goes according to plan, the CJ-1000A engine will be in series production by 2030. By then, the C919 large passenger aircraft made in China will no longer rely on engines from Western countries, achieving independent production in this key field.